Okay.
Maybe over.
All right. Here we go. Okay.
Hi.
There.
I banged out a subpoena for Brandon.
Oh, I'm reviewing.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I need to
are?
review that.
Hell yeah. I did make
a
adjustment. Initially, I think it was written in a way where it was like wiretap on one. I want wiretap on all. So I've just fixed that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I'll review it.
But more, I think, importantly for now, Helios.
Yeah.
I think weren't we gonna, is that what we were gonna talk about? It was so late last night. I remember we were gonna wake up early and talk about it, Sparks, but now I'm like.
What we originally wanted to talk about was my conversation with Lucian Varthus, because we've been putting Med off, and then we were going to talk about Helios as well.
Oh, okay.
But that conversation with Varthus is one Springfield that doesn't leave this room, by the way.
Okay.
I'm putting a little trust in you for that. But yes, we were going to discuss that as well as Helios.
Okay.
While Springfield's here, do you want to discuss Helios, and then we can later discuss? Okay. What questions do you have currently, Springfield? I'm sure you've been watching the reports and things like that, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, I haven't listened through all the interrogation tapes or anything, but I mean, we have all the earmarks for harboring a fugitive. I mean, we even had that, and then he raided him, and that was just. Seal really found some extra shit on him.
Well, there's one comment that he made during the raid, which was, I guess this will make 3POS look better. Is it the exact quote?
What does that even mean?
I have no idea. I mean, he's well loved by a lot of different circles within the San Andreanian community.
Mm-hmm.
So I caution you on moving forward, not with the warrant. Obviously, he needs to go to jail. My running opinion is that he's one of the clean guys, if not. Something Knight said yesterday was that he was a secondary clean guy for 3POD. I caution you not moving forward with the warrant, but how it's approached and how you handle all of that. I also want to exhaust as many avenues as we can to ensure that he's just not a dumb idiot that got convinced otherwise. I mean, he will need to see justice. That's the end of the thing. But I don't want to throw him in prison for 30 years because he got duped by a family member trying to do a nice thing, rather than we find out that he actually is trying to cover up for weapons trafficking, etc. Right? Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Kind of.
Punishment should fit the crime.
I'm confused now too. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't want to throw him in jail for 30 years when it could be 15. I mean, like second degree murder versus first degree, because there's no harboring a fugitive levels of degree. I don't think he should serve the same amount of time that someone would be like shoving someone in the basement and hiding him from law enforcement.
Is harboring a 0? Oh, it is a 0-0.
Yeah, it's a hag charge. Because it's also going to affect his entire wave of life, you know.
I'm gonna be real.
I was thinking like.
I'm gonna be the devil on the shoulder here.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He was harboring Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
So, and
okay, good point.
Because those whom he was harboring took out our primary water source. So, that French bitch can die if he wants, or if the DOJ decides.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, because he knew it. He was at the trial.
Yeah.
He was literally talking about, the verdict. Oh, they're guilty. And then immediately met up with him afterwards, knowing he's guilty of everything.
Yeah, I agree. I think he is.
Very good point. Very good point.
He needed to meet up with him. Here's the thing, right? He didn't have to meet with him to be harboring a fugitive. He knew he was guilty of a terrorism charge or of a enemy of the state level charge.
Yeah, it wasn't like oh my god.
He was, because he received a ping from Hassan. He
Not just
failed to notify law enforcement of where he was.
Not just that, but when we got his bank subpoena back, I was working off the clock last night, which I shouldn't have done. Immediately after he got that call and ping, he bought like 4 combos from a store.
Yeah, so he brought him food.
Most likely, yes.
So it's like a rational person. Obviously, this is San Andreas, but he had an opportunity to be like, oh, fuck, I didn't know that's what they did. Yo, I want out. And quite forwardly, he had an opportunity to tell us the truth, which he did not. He gave us one of his faces. He gave us his clean face responses, if that makes sense. Right?
It did.
Yeah.
He did. Yep.
So, I don't think any of this is an accident.
And
I think all of this is
going easy on somebody who's shown that and owns like what 7 properties
8
that we know he's harboring one of these involved individuals in. I mean, Frederick White is not a charged individual. He's not like a fugitive, but we know he's staying in one of those houses. That is a deeply involved individual.
Sure.
We've already found weapons and cash related to these individuals in those houses.
Yeah, if
Do I want to
this
take all the houses
was
away from him? No, but
yes.
Well, the one especially we can't.
Here's the
we
thing,
don't have,
right?
like, any articulation to take, and that's the Michael one. Right?
Here's my general position. Remember, we're not the DOJ, right?
Right.
And I think, given the circumstances of what is happening, I have zero. Like, I think we push everything to its fullest, and then allow the judiciary to be the ones that pull us back, right? And it's the same reason why I wanted the death penalty for my ex-fiance, right? Like, you know, we may exchange urine from time to time, but, you know, that doesn't mean she tried to murder the entire island, right? Like we're providing the diagnosis, right? And now we're letting the the DOJ be in the lab will come back and be like, hey, is it actually, you know?
Kill them all and let Goddess Angel sort them out.
I don't think anyone's going to die. Let's be real. If Carmelo is not given the death penalty, neither will Helios, realistically, because he's one factor removed. But I am going to go out on a limb here, and I believe in my heart of hearts he's a co-conspirator. And now the evidence may not point to that, but there has been, just from what I've seen, this guy has been involved with them for quite some time.
Years. Literally years as part of the interrogation the other day.
So, yeah. And
that's where we are.
And there's a bigger thing to be said. This should be a message, right? And the worst thing, and realistically what happens here is he ends up getting 10-20, right? And I think he's likely to lose his properties. I think he'll probably get 15 if I'm going to guess. But for the period of time that court date pens, every clean fuck out there that looks at that docket, that hears what happens to Helios, is going to be thinking twice when they're like getting a phone call from, say, Ray Romanoff being like, yo, dog, I'm desperate. Can you pick me up?
Very good point.
Or when Brandon Valentino calls somebody and is like, yo, can I stay at your house? There is no safe harbor, I think.
That's a very good point. I hadn't thought about that either. The ramifications in the court of public opinion concerning clean people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good point. Okay.
Especially for like how lazy this was. He was literally like, oh yeah, I'm just letting all these gangs use all my properties and I don't have any contracts or anything.
The contracts thing blows my fucking mind. It blows.
Well, no,
why would you not do that?
Because then he is the ultimate clean person who sacrifices himself. He has no direct tie to we don't have anyone else to go after. There's no proof of anyone else who is in those properties. I mean, I can look through his messages and see where they're messaging him. Hey, can you add so-and-so to my panel?
He housed Matthew Colby in the house with the mask, by the way.
Did he?
He did. And what's interesting is
first time.
There's no way for us to like know this. He gave us the allowance to look at it. We would not have known otherwise. And he said that, well, Colby has been on this panel forever. How?
Yeah, no, burn him. burn everything down. Yeah, he's been like an escaped fugitive forever. It's been like one of the most widely known things.
Well, no. I not anymore, but back when he first escaped, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Even still,
I remember Flores was on an absolute rabid dog manhunt for the man.
So now he has a history of this shit.
Okay, we'll need to pull that up as contributory evidence then. I want to fight Murphy on every step of the way. So the question is...
Oh, Murphy. So just for, he called me, I think it was before the Helios thing. And this is good for you too, Riker. He was like, hey, Dragon Rush, I actually like this version of Murphy. I'm gonna be real with you. He's like actually a proper attorney nowadays, passing information and giving advice. But he effectively put forward like, hey man, Dragon Rush, he's just like a +1. And I said he +1'd us working, co-conspiring with individuals that were involved in the bombing of the water treatment plant to break out people from the water treatment, break out people that Carmela, who did the water treatment plant out of Bolingbrook, of which their actions got rid of like 80% of our water sources, while the remaining new 80% was being attacked. No, I want his fucking head. So now the reason that is the posture is, quite frankly, I don't see a world in which folks at that level, like, yes, there's the 30 years, right? But it's kind of like, imagine, like, you ever see those like graphs where 30 is the maximum? Oh, okay, yeah. It's like the
25 to life.
At 25 to life, yeah. It's like it's like the fucking, oh my god, what is it called? The Denzel clause or whatever the fuck it's called. Where people can only get like 360 months or something.
Yeah.
It's like that, right? Dragon, yeah, he did less than Oscar, but they're both well over the cap, right? In my mind, right? And so,
this isn't someone just running from a bank and then running a warrant for 2 weeks. This is life and death for millions of people.
Exactly.
Oh,
I am going to argue, since this has come up, is when you compare it to New Babylon. New Babylon bombed a bunch of shit. They bombed the courthouse. These were government buildings. These people are not attacking the government. They're attacking the population.
We should fight harder for those that cannot fight for themselves.
Yes. That's exactly it. Right? It's the
Very good point. Very good point, Director. I acquiesce to those points. Okay, so the only thing remaining then, and it's more of a matter of paperwork. Springfield, I don't know how long you're going to be, but my goal today is to go through all of Helios's vehicles and just get them documented. He doesn't care if there's nothing that we're taking. So we can just say we documented the vehicle, took nothing.
I do need to leave shortly. I still have my extracurricular duties today.
That's fine. I can take care of it.
I'll get it in late for the day.
So, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. I can take care of the rest of it today. So, I'll get you a full copy.
The idea I had to the director, or were we gonna?
No, I forgot. No, I forgot. What was the idea?
Residential properties, utilities.
Oh, she wants to run to see. She wants to run the utilities on houses and or like specifically residential properties to see how much water and electricity is being used on certain properties and audit them to see if it's legitimate or not.
Well, I mean, I already ran the numbers. It's just a matter of being like, do we want to go that avenue to save water?
That's a larger conversation that I think we should have as Homeland.
Yeah. TLDR, there are a bunch of residential, like regular residential home properties that are using more than $50,000 a month in utility fees.
Who is?
That are, there's like 20 residential properties
Oh.
They're using more utilities like electricity and water than 80% of the entire state, including warehouses and industrial sites. So they're just like mass pumping water or electricity or both. And if we're in a water shortage, we need to shut down, like we need Nova on top and like really empowering Nova to go after these weed growing operations because they're just destroying our water supply. Like literally some of these houses are, I have a house on this list that is pumping out, let's see,
I want you to cook on this.
$90,000 a month.
I want you to cook on that.
In a home.
But I want to only because I want to make sure I get priorities because I got to go handle some things.
No, I get you.
When it comes to why we are taking everything Helios has, and like I said, let DOJ be the brakes, is it comes down to this. He wasn't harboring him for a day based on the evidence that harboring was much longer, right? And correct me if I'm wrong here. But if he is willing to house, Hassan and company, go to trial and let them know what's happening, which, mind you, actually, Arya Shah was also in comms with, we got to look into her, with comms with Carmela and some others.
Yeah.
In fact, she's tied directly with Brandon. We need to pull on that string at some point. He didn't just meet, but then he assisted after even the trial. And as such, his properties, him having the properties and the vehicles until this state of emergency is done is insane. So I think when we make those asks for the seizure of his properties and vehicles, that we use a technique that has been done for a minute. I used to love it, but I don't know why we don't do it anymore. I personally think it was the best thing ever. Is we say we want to seize all of these, but if you do not agree, we want them to at least be locked until the state of emergency ends, as his continued possession of this at the end of his incarceration time is a matter of state security, so something like that. You know what I mean? Feel free to push back.
No, I actually vehemently agree, considering that he's harboring. Who else is he harboring? Because it's numerous different gangs.
Mm-hmm.
How do we know that he doesn't know, but the gangs are also harboring? I mean, that's a stretch, but it's true.
Yeah.
I say we give him one property that's the easiest to observe.
No, Springfield, I like what you're thinking, but we don't have the bandwidth for monitoring. We can barely keep up with subpoenas and monitor as we can. So to me, that would be an extra massive task. He's got a property. That's going to be the one down at Little Seoul.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Throw your articulation at me, Springfield, and I'll review it.
Okay. How urgent is the other conversation, Sparks?
It's not at all. You just keep asking about it, so.
Oh, I don't think I meant to. I think or wait, you mean the other one you mentioned?
The archivist one?
Oh, I don't think I intended to.
Yeah, you've asked about it 4 times. So
wait, yesterday?
It's clearly on your mind.
Over the last 2 weeks. Yeah, my conversation with Lucian.
Oh, okay. I think is it important? Because I don't know if I actually care. You know. Okay.
In the short of it, it was an esoteric conversation that took me about an hour with him that basically said we were on the same side but using different methods, and that was basically it. There's a lot more detail to it, but
yeah, no, I'm good by that. Yeah, I think if I brought it up, it may have been a matter of oh
yeah, I need to do this thing.
Yeah, I need to do this thing, or hey, I don't know what to talk about. What happened with that?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, April. It's no worries then.
All right, easy. All right, I'm going to pull Nikki, Riker, and we're gonna go through all the list of subpoenas that need to be done. I immediately am noticing that we're going a little too overboard and aiming for PC almost. Like there's so much words. I took ruse and I massaged it. I initially was gonna write it and it was gonna be one sentence. Brandon in video on Faceless app. Gimme. But I kept all of her stuff because like I didn't want to delete it all. So
I wouldn't necessarily say it's going overboard. I mean, like we've drilled it into people for years and years and years for PC, and now you say write a warrant with RS, like they're gonna go over RS for sure. I don't think it's a bad thing.
As long as our expediency isn't there, though, right? We'll discuss. We'll discuss.
Yep.
I think yeah.
I think,
all right.
As a note director, before I go handle the rest of this thing, I think spend 30 minutes or less on the subpoena, put it together, have command review it to see if it's not enough. I think putting a time frame on it is a good idea.
That's my exact vibe. Yeah. Yeah. I want command to be like a barometer, and that's what I'm gonna have a chat with these guys about. Actually,
anything.
We'll do. Yeah, Riker. Let's like talk about this topic first, so we don't.
Sure.
I think you're right from a general training perspective, but I see names like Victor on this, and like Victor hasn't written subpoenas. I don't think we shouldn't have folks like Victor on this, right? Not because he's a bad guy or anything, or he couldn't be trained, but it's like, do you know